Hello there, how are you doing? Okay, so in the last video we created action types and action creators. Now it's time to create a reducer. But before that, let's create one more method. Just like we have get nodes, we need to also save nodes, right? So let's do that. It's pretty straightforward and we have done already. Just like this one. Handle submit. We pushing the node. So let's create this very simple action as well to save the nodes. Okay. Export function. Let's call it save node. Okay, and then how it will save is same as that one, same as we did here. We passed the node, so this function will take the node. Okay, so how this will all this will connect to the React side, don't worry, we'll get to that later. Okay, so save node will return. Now what it will return is it will return this dispatch again. So anytime you want to do anything, you use dispatch. Okay, so dispatch, in this case what you're going to do is database.push node. Okay, return dispatch line 5. Okay, I shouldn't have this one. All right, let's get rid of this, save it, it's done. So this really helps me work. So if you don't have it, you might want to install JS Prettier. Okay, JS Prettier format failed. Open the console again. All right. Okay, snapshot val. All right, I've got this space here. Very great. So if you don't have this plugin, just search using this command shift P and install package, search, and you can install. Right. So if you need any help for this installation, just feel free to message me and I'll help you. All right. So we've got save node action creator as well. Awesome. So we got these two actions. It's time to build our very first reducer. Let's go there. So first thing, let's go to reducer. Now here we're going to name our reducer. What do we name it? So let's name it node reducer. Okay? Perfect. Nodes reducer.js. Awesome. So this nodes reducer, what it will do? What it will do is it will export the function, and that will work based on the action type. Okay, so when you're working with the reducer, the very first thing you want is just like here we created we reference to this get nodes, we use that. Okay, so get nodes from action types, then we export this function, and very soon you'll know why. Okay, so export default function. This function, what it will do, this is the reducer. It has the initial state. It's in this context, it's on state. Okay, not state, and then it will create take action. Okay, so takes two arguments, a default state and the action. Now it depends what sort of action we get. Yeah? So switch action type. Now we're using the switch case. Okay, I'm sure you're familiar with the switch case. The switch case action type. This will check the case. So what's the case? Now, if the case is get nodes, all right. Okay. If the case is get nodes, okay, then what it would do is it would return the action dot payload. Now, if you remember, it's return. Sorry. It will return action.payload. Now, when this has been dispatched, you haven't seen how it connects to the reducer, right? Because we have the action types here. Now, it gets dispatched sometime. Okay, when we invoke this function, it will be dispatched, and when it is dispatched, not only that it is dispatched as a plain string, it also carries the value. You see that payload? So this payload, when this type is dispatched, it contains this information now. Now this information a reducer can process. Okay, so if the case, it checks what is the case. Is it get nodes? In that case, what this reducer can do is it can return the payload. So whatever data is carried on this action type, it can return. Okay, that is the beauty. Now you don't know how action and this reducer come to work together. They are in two different worlds, right? You will see that, don't worry. But for the moment, just understand. Action gets dispatched with the type which carries the payload, and this reducer, if it finds that type, it returns the payload. Okay. Now we also give the default state. Okay. So in this case, default is return the original state. Okay. So far in our application, we have only one nodes reducer. Okay. But later we will have maybe users reducer, because users will log in, log out, all that stuff. So in bigger application, you need many reducers. We need a way to combine all that reducer before giving to the state. Okay, so state is here. State is waiting, like I told you, it's waiting for the reducer, right? So we created action type, we created actions. However, we're not passing that only that reducer. We're not going to pass only nodes reducer. Otherwise, I could actually export it and use in the application, but we're going to combine because we need more than one reducer. We need to use a reducer later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an index.js inside this folder. Okay. Index.js. The only reason is it will combine. Okay, and that is one of the powerful method you get with Redux. You combine multiple reducers. Okay, so this reducer, for the moment, it's only one, doesn't matter. It's inside index.js. Okay, there's a reason why I named it index. Okay, when you import, you just reference to this folder. If it is index.js, you don't need to say reducers/index.js. All you do is just reducer and don't worry about this name. Okay, that's the convention. That's why I used index. Now, how do we combine the reducer? Import. We get this method called combineReducer from Redux. Okay, so combineReducers from Redux. Okay, great method, made available to us by Redux. Okay, that's great. Now, what do we combine? We're going to combine the node reducer. That's the only one we have. So let's import that one as well. Import node reducer from. Now this one is, where is it? It's in the same directory. Okay, nodes reducer. Awesome. So we got the combineReducer method. We got the nodes reducer. Now let's create a const, and I'm going to name it a root reducer. Okay, you can name it anything you like. What it will do is it will combine and export so that we can use in the index.js. Simple to create a store. So constant root reducer equals to use this method, combineReducer method. Okay, this will take an object with the name value pairs. Okay, so it will be nodes. What we can do is we can give it a name of nodes, so it's easy to see in the state. Okay, and then its value is nodes reducer. Simple. Now we have this block of reducer which will combine all the reducer. Later when we create more and more reducer, we just append here. Okay, so far, first thing we did, we create action types, then we created actions creators, then we created reducer, and then we combined here. Now finally we can give it to the store. Okay, and we nearly there. Okay, when we give it to the store, we will be very soon able to use this. Okay, so when we have the store, then how the store will give the data to the React side. Okay, so that's easy. Don't get stressed. Most of the work has been already done. All right, so I'll see you in the very next video. Thank you.